and then now he's into the lineup.
Eddie Ross will have a good 9 inches. And the opening tip is brought to you by Everett's Bakery. Everett's would like to wish all student-athletes in this game good luck both athletically and academically this high school season. Ross, both players get a hand on it, and Fond du Lac controls the tip. They win the tip usually 85% of the time. Sprader into the front court.
Neenah comes out in a man-to-man to start this game.
Left side, Colin West. Out front, Sprader. Sprader return pass to West on the left wing. He's guarded by Kyle Pope. Out front to Lee Greshel. He's on the dribble. Cardinals being patient offensively in their first offensive trip. High pass pulled down. Cardinals playing way away from the hoop. Greshel sprints in, lost the ball, picked up by McCarthy, and a jump ball. That was a jump ball. I think both players were kind of surprised at that, and they'll turn it over to Neenah on the alternate possession.
Yeah, Lee lost possession going up to that layup. Neenah's going to be a real tough team to get into your offense because Coach Anderson really has them getting out in those passing lanes and denying that first pass from the top of the key.
McCarthy, right side. Eddie Ross steps out on him. Hosell drives baseline on Greshel, pulls up, locked away, tipped in the lane, and picked up by Matt Sprader. Opening minute here at Fond du Lac High School. The Cardinals and the Rockets are scoreless. Up top, it's Lee Greshel holding it above his head. Now Sprader will run the offense for Fond du Lac. Left wing, Colin West with Pope on him. Tried to bounce past it on top, and it was kicked away by Pope. Wade, keys to the game tonight.
Well, number one for Fond du Lac, you just want to play a full 32 minutes. Try to pound it inside to Eddie Ross early on. Keep him out of foul trouble. If you can do that, it's going to open up the outside a little bit more, and then you just have to rebound. That's one of the things that we like to see this year. Sometimes I've seen people not box out bodies, but spaces. If you box out bodies, you can get those defensive rebounds, and just don't give up any offensive glass.
West looking for Ross in the post. Nothing there, and he got it back out to Sprader.
Well, with the way Neenah's overplaying, maybe look for some back screens early in this ball game. Try to get some backdoor easy hoops.
Greshel, left wing, trying to take his man off the dribble. Hosell gave it up to Sprader, working around to Millage. Millage brings it out on top of the dribble. Cardinals again playing far away from the hoop.
And Neenah's just keep pushing him out farther and farther.
Into Eddie Ross. Taken away from behind by Pat McCarthy.
That just shows you how strong McCarthy is in there, as he was able just to get one-handed on the ball, and he got it away from Eddie after he had it secured.
2 minutes in, scoreless Neenah and Fond du Lac on your do-it-all scoreboard. Bounce pass off the knee of Sprader. Oh, they're going to give it to Fond du Lac. That looked like it off of Sprader's knee.
I think it went off of Sprader's knee off of Kellett's foot, and that's what had it roll out of bounds.
Neenah chose from full-court pressure. Now they back off, and Sprader will bring it up. Sprader, you know, this kid has got very good basketball IQ, Sprader. Good leader on the team, had a great summer.
That's one of those kids on the floor that's always in the right position and pretty much never makes a mental mistake.
Millage cranks away and hits the three-pointer. The Cardinals get on the board first. Millage, seems like Mike always hits his first shot.
Get Mike to square up. He likes to shoot that off-balance three-pointer from the wing, and he'll knock it down.
McCarthy on the wing. He won't shoot out there. Gives it to Hosell. Bring it over to Pope. Swing it left side. A head fake by Lamps. Bring it out on top and a drive by Hosell. A kick to Pope in the corner. And he puts up and ties the game with a three. Kyle Pope, who averages 5 a game, got more than half of it right there. The point guard with a three-pointer ties it at 3.
Well, he's the floor general of this Neenah Rockets team. He doesn't have to score much, and he's got scorers around him where anything you get from him is a bonus.
Greshel, free throw line extended right. The West. Millage now holding on to it. Millage trying to create. Runner to the hole. Missed the shot. Picked up in mid-lane by Collette. And Pope into the front court for Neenah. Now Pope got it off to Lamps. Lamps a head fake, and he moved the feet. It's a travel. Cardinals will be going the other way with it.
The way this game has started out, it looks like they have a defensive battle. Neenah really getting after it. Fond du Lac seems like really hasn't been able to get into their offense quite yet. It's been a real struggle as Neenah just really dogging them.
Sprader brings it up. And I asked Coach Diener, I said, you know, what's the deal with Neenah? What do you got to do there? And he said, well, you know, we're mainly concerned with ourselves at this point. Greshel on top. Greshel drives in the lane, lost the dribble, got it back, throw up an air ball. Rebound in the lane, fought for. Both officials look at each other, and it's Neenah ball.
Collin did a nice job of crashing the boards on that weak side. He just couldn't corral that rebound. But Neenah usually brings big crowds to road games today, being it a Thursday night, but the student section almost non-existent.
Seems like every time in Neenah, that field house, both teams bring a lot of fans. McCarthy from 15 missed it. Rebound in the lane. Sprader had Kellett go right over his back. That's going to be a foul on Chris Kellett.
Chris Kellett undercut Matt Sprader right there. And at first I didn't think that whistle was going to come, but it finally did.
Kellett, who many think is the preseason player of the year in the FBA, climbed right up Sprader's back. And that's the first foul of the game. Halfway through the first quarter, Greshel goes to the bench. And Sean Bartell, who is been a starter for most of the year, the 6'1" sophomore, averages 2.5 points a game. He comes in there. Collin West, outside left. Bartell with a touch. Bartell got it to Millage. He'll bring it over to Sprader. Sprader guarded by Kellett. Bartell, another one of those guys who's not looking to score a lot. Just play smart with the basketball. Cardinals have two of those guys out there with Collin West and Bartell.
Neenah's really making Fond du Lac work on the offensive end.
Eddie gets a touch underneath. Ross turns to his left and puts it in. Eddie Ross. We talked about the shot he had the other night. A three-point play. He made the basket in the lane, and then most importantly, he made the free throw too. Otherwise, that game would have been in overtime.
It's been an interesting matchup on the defensive end here for Fond du Lac with Eddie Ross on Pat McCarthy.
Straight on three. Hosell booked it from the top of the key. Troy Hosell gives Neenah the 6-5 lead. Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates here at Fond du Lac High School. Here in the first quarter. Pass by Sprader. Bad pass broken up. Neenah picks it up.
That was only the third three-pointer of the year for Hosell. Just 2 of 3 before that one.
Pope into the corner looking for Kellett. Got it out to McCarthy. Big Eddie's got to come way out of him. Hopefully Eddie stays out of foul trouble tonight. Pope drives the lane, gives it to Kellett, and at the last touch off Sprader, it'll be Neenah basketball. Springborn and Saberlick into the Fond du Lac lineup. Robbie Springborn, a 5'9" sophomore at 0.5 a game. Saberlick, first on the team in three-pointers at 11 three-pointers. He's at an even 8 points a game, a 6-foot sophomore.
Well, that battle tonight between Kellett and Sprader is going to be a good one, and both of them will have a quick blow here in this first quarter.
Down underneath, turning and missing Nick Backman, who's also in the lineup, a 6'3" senior, and he draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2.
Backman missed a couple of games early this season as he had the flu. Neenah dropped their first game of the season to Green Bay Notre Dame, and in that game, Lamps actually got hurt right before the season, so he wasn't available with an ankle injury, and Backman then got sick, so Coach Anderson didn't feel his whole team was there at the beginning of the season. So the first game they really had their full squad at was the Appleton West game, and that's not a game he said he wanted to go into with some guys, not being in the mix.
Left-handed Backman split his free throws, made the second, missed the first. He's a 66% shooter. And Neenah takes a 7-5 lead.
Coach Anderson said, you don't want to go against the Tommy Nice's team to open the season without your full squad because they'll pick you apart.
Fond du Lac out there with 3 sophomores, Bartell, Springborn, and Saberlick, who's got it left wing. Cross court to Springborn, a head fake, a drive, ran into McCarthy, got it out to West, into the corner, three-pointer, Saberlick, he hit it, deep left corner. Chris Saberlick hits his first shot, and the Cardinals take the 8-7 lead.
That's automatic for Saberlick. We talked about it before. If he can set his feet and give him a split second to wind up, and that thing's going to be drained every time.
Hosell has a left wing for Neenah. Kyle Poth, free throw line extended right. Got it to Scott Peters, who's also in there, a 6'2" junior, quarterback of the football team. Pope squares up for the 3. He rimmed it out. Rebound taken in, gathered in by Collin West. Cardinals pushing it ahead. Bartell into the corner. Saberlick wanted to shoot from that spot again. He was covered up, though, by Peters. Minute 14 to go, first quarter. Fond du Lac 8-7. Into Ross. Ross, low block, turns and underlays it. Left it short. Neenah digs it out.
One of those times Eddie's just got to go up strong and you don't underlay that thing. Either try to dunk that thing or bring it strong off the glass.
I don't know if Eddie's to the point where he can dunk one like that, where he can just turn and slam it in. Here's a drive. A shot is missed by Peters. Taken in by Springborn. Robbie pushing into the front court. Saberlick into the corner. Bartell. Saberlick swing 3, and he rimmed it out. Ball's fought for in the lane. Bartell with McCarthy and others, and the Cardinals will force the jump ball. They'll keep it on their possession.
Colin West really kept that thing alive. He didn't have good position for the rebound, but he was able to get a hand in there and tip it to the floor, and Bartell was able to force the held ball. When we talk about people finishing Tuesday night, and we saw the Mayville WLA game. Mike Tellner for Mayville. He's a kid at the high school level you almost never see that can take one dribble to the hoop and throw it down either two hands or one hand. He had 2 dunks against Winnebago Lutheran. And that's something, you don't see very much at the high school level, and to see a kid be able to finish like that.
Lob it into Ross. He'll get it out to Sprader, who's in for Colin West. Checked in during that last jump ball. Saberlich out front. Got it to Robbie Springborn. I think the Cardinals would really love to have Springborn win that point guard position. Springborn lost it. With Pope, he fought Pope and got it back. Sprader. Oh, Eddie was wide open for the lob underneath, and Saberlich didn't see him. Sprader front court with 13 seconds to go. Cardinals working for 1. Sprader, elbow jumper. Matt missed it. Long rebound comes into Springborn. Land of the Giants. He leans in and scores. Robbie Springborn with 2 seconds left. Kellett fires away from 60, and it goes over the backboard. End of 1 from Fond du Lac High School. The Cardinals lead Neenah 10-7 on your do-it-all scoreboard. Coming back after this is Cardinal basketball on News Talk 1450 KFIZ.
Professional football
and operated and in
special game.
South Main and North Main in Fond du Lac. You want local decisions. Lending and deposit decisions are made right here in your backyard. No corporate headquarters. You want personalized service. Every employee at National Exchange Bank is focused on your financial goals. Convenience with the advantages of a locally owned independent bank. National Exchange Bank, member FDIC.
Don't miss the drama of life at 190 miles per hour. Don't miss TNT's Cup.
Second quarter, Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates. Fond du Lac out there with Sprader, Bartell, Saberlich, Springborn, and Eddie Ross to start the second quarter. Kyle Pope into the front court for Neenah. Works right side on Springborn. Dumps it inside to Kellett. Kellett on Sprader. Reverse layup is no good. Ross had it tipped away from him. Chased down by Sprader. Saves it to Robbie Springborn. The Cardinals have the possession.
Nice hustle there by Mathis. He was involved in the initial rebound. It got tipped away, and he was able to save that thing. And Fondy looks to build a nice lead here.
Gotta like the Cardinal defense in the first quarter, holding Neenah to 7. Neenah's got the #1 offense in the FBA.
They come in tonight averaging about 67 points a ball game, and right now, said they're sitting at 7 after the first quarter.
Cardinals have the #1 D in the FBA.
This is definitely going to be a grinded out type game. Both teams really having to work offensively.
Sprader, long 3 from the key. Good! Matt Sprader bagged it from the top of the key, and the Cardinals take their biggest lead of 6. Kyle Pope working right side to Michael Lamps. On top to McCarthy. Kellett has yet to get going. He won't get going on this trip either. The Neenah guard traveled.
And Kellett there was just trying to give that jab step, see if he could get Sprader to commit one way or the other, and Matt did a nice job of staying where he was supposed to be. And then when Kellett actually did go to drive, he picked up that pivot foot.
Cardinals very happy with the play of Sprader. Mentioned about his basketball IQ. You know, one time he was like one of the smallest kids on his freshman team a few years ago. Well, that has all changed. He really grew over the summer. He's grew about 3 inches over the summer. Bartell's got it. Free throw line left. On to Springborn. Springborn drives it hole. Got it off to Ross. And it went through Eddie's hands and out of bounds.
That was one of those things. Springborn did a nice job there as he drove the lane. He drew the defense and tried to dish it off to Eddie, and Eddie just couldn't hang on to it. I couldn't see if somebody got a hand on it or not, but it was a nice dish by Robbie.
Kyle Pope, the 5'10 junior, into the front court for Neenah. Picked up by Springborn. Kellett, free throw line jumper. Saberlich Sprader tried to block it from behind. No good. Rebound, Springborn. Springborn pushing into the front court. Down the lane. Got it off to Saberlich. Saberlich drives, shoots, and scores. Wipe it away. Foul on the drive. Nice move to the hole by Saberlich.
And you like seeing that from Saberlich because teams, when they're scouting, they're looking at him as that spot-up 3 guy, which means you're probably going to get a lot of defenders running at him. So if they start running at him, he can give the ball fake and go right by him and take it to the hole like he did right there.
Cardinals will inbound the ball. Saberlich off a screen, right wing, into Eddie Ross. Little high, but Ross pulls it down. Tried to back his man in. McCarthy stripped it away. Pat McCarthy runs up court. McCarthy's working up a lather already. McCarthy faked the 3 on the left wing. Got it to Beckman. Kellett running into Ross. Shoots over Ross, and he trickled it in. Tough shot. Chris Kellett had his first bucket of the night. He shot it over Eddie Ross, the 6'11" kid.
You know, look at a guy like McCarthy who stands 6'2", but down in the paint, he's like a 6'4", 6'5" guy because he's just so strong.
Springborn to the hole, and he put it in. Robbie Springborn penetrating and scoring. 15-9 Fond du Lac.
Boy, Robbie only had 1 field goal coming into this ball game tonight. He's got 2 here in the first half.
Nice Springborn. I like the way he's taken to the hole aggressively. Steal by Sprader. Almost. It went out of bounds, and it'll be Neenah basketball. Sprader almost got the pick, and it went out of bounds near side, and Neenah will have it at midcourt. Eddie Ross will get a breather. Greschel back in for Fond du Lac.
Pretty clean game so far, foul-wise. Not many for Fond du Lac. Actually, I don't think they've had a foul called on him yet.
By the way, congratulations on the Lee Greschel, first team all-area in the Oshkosh Northwestern this morning. Pope the 3, no good. Whistle away from the ball, and a hold's going to be on Neenah. That's going to be on Troy Hosell for the Rockets.
Well, and like we talked about rebounding in the pregame show, and that's what you like. People are boxing out. They're finding a body and boxing them out as opposed to just going to an area and boxing out. Shot goes up. Instead of turning and looking, look for that man to box out, and you can get inside position like that and draw some fouls.
Neenah showing full court press. 5:02 to go, second quarter. 15-9. Cardinals lead it by 6. Sprader with a left-hand dribble pushes. Sprader running the point guard spot. Now to Springborn. Bartell. Springborn normally the point guard. He is the point guard out there. Was Sprader, though, bringing it up against pressure. Matt can handle the ball. Sprader gets a pick by Bartell. Bartell rolls, and Sprader turns near midcourt.
Matt better watch that 5 count.
Sprader into Bartell, in the lane, got by his man, Hosell. Sprader finding him, and Bartell finishing for a 17-9 Cardinal lead.
Bartell just slid to the weak side right there when the defense came. He was all alone, and I like the ball fake to get the defender in the air. He put in 2.
Hosell on top. Bartell drives by Bartell all the way to the hole. Missed the shot. Rimmed out. Rebound Greschel. Lee looking to push into the front court. Greschel will hold up. Greschel left wing. Sprader who turns. Got it back outside to Greschel. On top Springborn. Work right side to Chris Saberlich. Saberlich into Greschel. Greschel turns. Got it out. Springborn's 15-footer. He got it. Robbie Springborn has come out. Lots of confidence offensively for Springborn, and the Cardinals take a 10-point lead, 19-9, here with 3:47 to go in the second quarter.
And they've just done it with defense. They've only given up 1 shot, and then they've gone back the other way and really worked the offense. And you're just seeing the offense, really everybody contributing tonight. You've already had 6 people contribute and score for Fond du Lac, so they're just really, really well balanced. And Coach Jeaner's got to be happy both ends of the floor so far. This is the best I think we've seen Fond du Lac play against, probably the best competition we've seen for the Cardinals this season.
Neenah calling the 32nd timeout. It's a big week for Fond du Lac. Kaukauna Saturday night right here. Fond du Lac has played 4 of their first 6 games on the road. You know, the new digs we got in here, we're not getting used to it yet because we're spending all our time on the road.
Yeah, it takes them a little while to get used to the new home to make it really feel like a home court advantage. And we'll have a couple games in a row here, then get across the first of the year, and then hopefully this place can become a place like the old place was, where everybody feared coming to Fond du Lac.
Hosell over to Lamps in the corner. McCarthy tried to dump it in, broken up by Greschel, and it's Fond du Lac basketball. Last touch by Pat McCarthy.
We like the defense for Fond du Lac. People got the arms moving around. They're tipping passes. That time Lee tipped it, and McCarthy had it ricochet off of his arm as well. And Another turnover for the Rockets.
Boy, Fond du Lac really playing strong defensively tonight. Springborn breaking down the defense, penetrating and drawing the foul.
That adds another dimension, too. When you get Robbie just splitting the defense like that, the defense has to come and help, and it's always going to leave people out open on the wings, and the way that this team shoots, you're going to score a lot of points that way.
The inbound pass comes to Sprader on top. Kellett on him. To Bartell on the right wing. Bartell wheels left, got it out to Greshel. Greshel will pop the 18-footer, miss it badly. Ball's rebounded mid-lane by Chris Kellett of Neenah. McCarthy, the big fella, taking it out on front. Greshel will match up with him. He'll ride by Greshel, put up a runner, and it hits off the top of the backboard. No good. Ball's loose in the lane and taken away by Matt Sprader.
Fond du Lac's got pretty much every loose ball this game, and Matt Sprader's been all over, it seems like.
McCarthy got the rebound mid-lane, and Sprader took it away from him when McCarthy put it on the floor. 2:44 to go, second quarter. Fond du Lac by 10, 19-9. Whistle. And it's going to be Chris Kellett getting his second foul. Guarding Sprader underneath.
We've seen Kellett and Sprader battle on both ends of the floor, and that time Matt was posting him up down low, and Kellett trying to get around, grabbed onto a little bit of jersey, and he'll have a seat probably for the rest of the half. That's actually his third personal foul.
That's number 3 on Kellett.
He's only had 2 points, and he hasn't had more than 3 looks at the hoop today at all.
Well, you got Kellett on the bench with 2:39 to go in the second quarter with 3 fouls. And we won't see him, maybe not even for the start of the third quarter, depending how the rest of this half goes. Bartell with a left wing. Saberlick return to Bartell outside left. Bartell with Hosell all over him. Cardinals, what a defensive effort it's been for them so far, holding Neenah to just 9 points. A cutter, Saberlick missed the shot, offensive foul. Saberlick ran right over the defender, Hosell.
Well, Saberlick did a nice job of cutting through the lane there and cutting to the hoop as Neenah tries to overplay. It's just a matter of couldn't get the shot to go and picked up the offensive foul.
Cardinals really want to improve offensively. They've got to get the offense going. That's something they've been trying to do each and every game out there. Miss a lot of layups they've had the first couple of games. McCarthy had a shot blocked away inside by Greshel and a jump ball as McCarthy was tied up by Bartell. Fond du Lac gets it on the alternate possession.
Lee did a nice job of coming over from the weak side there. It looked like McCarthy was going to have the easy 2, and he got up. Well, those two guys probably knocked heads in the football field a few times this season as well, with Lee at quarterback and McCarthy at linebacker. Did it again right there.
Full court pressure. Sprader gets the inbound pass. He'll bring it up on Scott Peters. 1:52 to go here in the second quarter. Fond du Lac leads 19-9, a low-scoring game, but who cares? The Cardinals up by 9. Pope tips the pass on the wing. It goes out of bounds. The Cardinals will inbound on the baseline. Millage with his blue shoes will race in there.
Still haven't asked him yet where he found the blue shoes and why he decided to go with them.
Back to 1.
Millage will inbound the pass. Fond du Lac out there with Millage, Greshel, Bartell. Now Bartell's coming out. Eddie Ross in. Ross will come in for him, and Springborn and Sprader out there. Robbie's got it. Free throw line extended right. Robbie drives to the free throw line, kicks out Sprader. Neenah's playing some pretty good defense, too. You can't take anything away from them.
No, Fond du Lac's had to work more than they've had to all season long on the offensive end.
Greshel, 15-footer. Greshel missed it badly. Rebound, Ross, and Ross stuck it right back in. Eddie Ross with 4. The Cardinals, their largest lead of 12.
That time Eddie did a nice job of getting on the inside. He's laid it up over his head, the reverse layup, as nobody got a body on him.
Eddie is staying out of foul trouble, too.
I think that's because he's playing a guy like McCarthy who really doesn't take it at you.
Hosell jacks the 3, and he put it in. From the perimeter, Hosell cuts the Cardinal lead down to 9. Now, this Neenah team, you're not going to just run away from these guys.
Well, this is one where you can't have the lapses like you've had because Neenah will come back at you in a flash. It helps with Kellett on the bench, but still.
Sprader runs into a double team, got it off to Springborn, and the Cardinals all time.
Tyler.
Actually, Dick said he didn't want a timeout there. Official made the mistake. You know what? The official thought Dick made
Okay, tell her you
the
go back.
timeout
Yeah,
call.
I think the official thought Dick called timeout, and just some miscommunication. I think Dick was maybe just trying to signal a play to his kids,
Yeah.
and just a miscommunication. They got it figured out, though.
Springborn races into the front court for Fond du Lac. Chuck
30
Friven and
seconds
Wade
till I
Bates
want
here
till
at
the
Fond du Lac
clock.
High School. 21-12. Cardinals lead it. All right, everybody here on KFIZ and on Charter Communications.
Another
Let's
clock.
see the broadcast of this game Friday night. Sprader. Millage works with a dribble out top. Guarded by Scott Peters. Cardinals working for the final shot with 13 seconds to go. Fond du Lac has been very efficient tonight, up 21-12. See what they do here. Sprader into the corner. Millage with 6. Millage fires away, and it's fouled after on the follow through. Now he's fouled on the shot. Millage put up the shot, and Peters ran him over. And Millage will shoot 2.
Millage really wasn't going to have a good look there at the basket. That he tried to get the 3, showed the ball, and stepped inside the 3-point arc, and almost forced it, but he got bailed out, and Peters came flying into him. He bit on the pump fake.
3.5 seconds to go, and Millage puts in the first free throw. Millage again. He missed that one. Ball goes scored again in the corner. Picked up by Peters, who fires away from near midcourt, and he was short. And the Cardinals hold Neenah to 12 first half points. And they get a nice reception from their fans. We're at halftime, and Fond du Lac on top of Neenah, 22-12 on your do-it-all scoreboard. We'll come back to Fond du Lac High School after this timeout. This is Cardinal basketball on News Talk 1450 KFIZ.
It's halftime. Pace and the real estate 55-56.
Start free checking game plan gives you
Your response
no monthly maintenance fees, and the first order of checks
program is absolutely overwhelming.
Serving Fond du Lac with 3 locations: Main Street, Mar Street, and North Fond du Lac. First Star, bank without boundaries. $100 minimum deposit required to open account. Overdraft protection and check return are not available with First Star Free. Member FDIC. 4th down, 3 yards to go. 2 minutes left. 1 checking account.
1, 2, 3. There's no minimum balance requirement.
cars, trucks, and vans at Bergstrom Chevrolet Cadillac, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac. 0% GM financing to approved credit on all 2001 and 2002 cars, trucks, and vans. The Keep America Rolling sales event. Get financing details at Bergstrom Chevrolet Cadillac, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
You get a great deal more. You get the value that you're looking for. Bergstrom, yeah, you get a great deal more.
Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates back here at Fond du Lac High School. Neenah starts the second half with the basketball. They got some work to do. They are down by 10, and Kellett with the 3 fouls is starting for Neenah. Got to go right at him. He's only got 2 first-half points.
With Kellett out there, I think you have to go right at him next time you go down on the offensive end.
Hosell with it, right wing. Greschel on him. Underneath Kellett. Kellett got loose, scored it, and drew the foul.
They went right to Kellett. They ran, it looked like a little back screen on the weak side there, and Kellett came down underneath and right through the block and was able to get a good look, and he's going to the line, and you don't want to get him going.
69% free throw shooter. He has shot the most free throws on this team. He's 22 of 32 coming into tonight's game.
Last year, these two teams played at the old gym the last time. Fond du Lac won 60-51. Kellett had 19 in that game.
Kellett missed the rebound, but got the board back and drained the 3 from the top of the key. A 5-point play for Neenah. Cuts the Cardinal lead in half through 20 seconds of this third quarter.
And this third quarter has caused Fondy some trouble so far this season in a few ball games. You don't want to come out flat. Looks like Neenah's going to come out and maybe try to trap a little bit here.
So he hits the 2-pointer, draws the foul, missed it. The ball went all the way back to him near the 3-point arc after it went through his few hands, and he hit the 3.
And Neenah comes out in a 1-3-1.
Millage, Sprader, West, Ross, and Greschel, the starting 5. They started the game for Fond du Lac. Cardinals went a little different look with Colin West in there. Millage into the corner with Kellett running at him, missed it. Rebound Ross. Ross backs in, puts it up, and scores. Eddie Ross. Ross with 6. Cardinals up by 7 here in the third quarter.
You got to move the ball quickly against that zone, and maybe you can beat the people to their positions. And Millage got that shot off. I think it might have been tipped, but Eddie was there on the weak side.
McCarthy finds Lamps, fade away off the side of the backboard. Greschel has it, and the Cardinals, the ball in a 7-point lead. 1.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. West sets a pick out in front. Hosell goes right through it. Sprader on the dribble. Greschel. Now West with the ball on top. West got the elbow pad, and he was hurt in football. Sprader, a pull-up jumper, hit it. Sprader off the dribble, drained it, and the Cardinals build out to a 9-point lead.
You got to like that, the way Neenah came out and got a couple of quick hoops there and cut the lead in half, and Fondy came right back and knocked down a couple.
And Greschel got a foul 40 feet away from the hole, trying to guard Hosell off the pass.
I tell you, there are going to be some bruised people tomorrow morning, the way these guys are banging, not just in the paint, but the guards, a lot of contact out there, and people are just getting after it.
Neenah inbound side court. Lamps underneath through the hands of Hosell, who retreats in the far corner to pick it up. Now Hosell takes it to the lane, ducks in, shoots, and scores at a travel. Thought they were going to get someone for a foul there, but Hosell walked with it. The Cardinals get it, had a chance to take their biggest lead of the night. They lead it by 9.
Well, they're going to call the little shuffle there as he came through the lane.
Actually, I believe Fond du Lac had a 12-point lead in the first half, didn't they? At one point?
I think at one point they may have.
Springborn in the front court. Springborn very solid with the basketball in the first half. Millage to the free throw line. Greschel return. Millage, he's got an open look, and he hit it from the right wing. Mike Millage hit the 3. He's got 7. The Cardinals up by 12.
Fondy's really working the ball well, and that's what you like about this team. Anybody that's on the floor can score.
McCarthy trying to answer with a 3, missed it. Ball's loose on the perimeter, and Springborn knocked it off the foot of Pope, and the referee made a horrible call on that one.
Springborn did a nice job there knocking that one.
You got to be kidding me.
I think that Springborn. Wow.
There was a call. It was right in front of us.
Robbie showed nice hustle there by getting to that basketball and knocking it off one of the Neenah players' feet. I couldn't
Right off of Pope's foot.
It was Pope's foot, and nonetheless, you move on.
Tough shot, missed by Lamps. Volleyballed around and picked up by the Cardinals. Lamps did not set himself very well on that shot. Cardinals the ball and a 12-point lead here in the third quarter.
Neenah is out of that zone. They're back in a man-to-man.
Millage out front between the rings. Shuttles off a pass by Spritter. Trying to drive baseline, cut off by Hosell. Millage will take it and miss the three from the top of the key. Chased down in the far corner by Kyle Pope for Neenah. He runs into the front court with 4:40 to go. Lamps. Hosell squares for the three off the front of the iron. He banged it and rebound mid-lane by Greshel.
Gotta love the rebounding today by the Cardinals. Just no second chances for the Rocket.
Spritter up court. Springborn on the right wing.
It's been the guards, too, that have been getting in there and getting some boards.
With Springborn in there with Sprader, Sprader play the off-guard position. Ball was loose after it went into the post, and a tie-up, and Cardinals will keep it on the ultimate possession.
And Coach just wants Eddie, when he gets that ball in the paint, you can't be soft with the basketball. You have to be really strong, and because McCarthy's just been able to knock it out of Eddie's hands a couple of times tonight. Be strong and then make your move in the paint.
Strong with the basketball. You got to be strong with the ball. Get it there. Put those arm bars up. Millage draws the double team. Got it off the Springborn. Greshel runs in from the right side and scores. Lee Greshel gives Fond du Lac a 14-point lead with his first bucket of the night.
Well, after Neenah scored the first 5 in the quarter, Fond du Lac's run off 9 straight.
Hosell out front. Greshel on him. McCarthy. Eddie's got to come out and take him. Eddie is staying out of foul trouble tonight. Hosell barrels down the lane by Ross. Lays it in with the left hand. Gives him 8 points. 31-19. Fond du Lac by 12 with 3:33 to go. Third quarter. Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates here at Fond du Lac High School. Springborn stepped through a double team. The Fondy fans wanted a foul.
Neenah fans wanted to travel.
Millage, no look pass. Greshel, touch pass inside Ross. Ross strong with the basketball. Count it, and he'll shoot one.
Eddie Ross there got that nice feed and kept it above his head, and you keep it above your head, and people are going to be swatting at it, and he was able to get it off the glass, and Eddie, another 3-point play opportunity. He's got 8 tonight, 4 in this quarter.
Ross shoots one, a chance to give Fond du Lac a 15-point edge here in the third quarter. Ross on the way, got it. Eddie hits the free throw. In for Neenah, Nick back with a 6'3" senior.
Kellett's going to have a seat probably. You think Coach Anderson's going to sit him the rest of the quarter?
Well, he's been out there playing with the 3 fouls. He came out, hit the 5 points right away, and hasn't done anything yet. Hasn't even had a look. Underneath, the pass goes through Peters' hands. He actually picked it up, got it off the Pope, right side, McCarthy. McCarthy leaves for Lamps. Lamps off-balance shot, missed it, rimmed it out. Rebound Greshel. They forced Lamps into a couple of bad shots here in the third quarter.
Lamps came in averaging about 12 a game, and he hasn't scored yet in the ball game tonight. They did a nice job on him.
Greshel out front. Lee, return pass. Millage driving, leaving it off to Ross. Ross got an offensive foul. Eddie ran over McCarthy. And McCarthy's a tough guy to run over.
He's really tough to run over. And Eddie just was cutting to the basket there as Millage drew the help side. And yeah, I'd say Eddie probably has, 6 inches on McCarthy, but McCarthy outweighs Eddie by 10, 15 pounds at least.
You know, you think a couple of guys who've been loads over the years. McCarthy definitely is a load inside.
You look at him, though, like I said, he's 6'2", but he's built really well. He's not, chubby at all. He's solid muscle. That's why you saw him on the football field just dominate.
Yeah, he's a football player, a wrestler, baseball player, basketball player. Peters the 3, rimmed it out. Ball's tipped out to the perimeter and into the backcourt. Michael Lamps picks it up for Neenah. Neenah with a reload with 2:15 to go in the third quarter. McCarthy, this Fond du Lac defense has been tough all night long. Peters gets the ball, draws the double team down low on help defense, and a foul on Fond du Lac.
I think they're going to get Mike Millage with the foul there as he came down to help. He kind of gave a little nudge.
Backman to bring it in for Neenah. Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates, good to have you along. Join us Saturday night, Fond du Lac and Kaukauna. Well, the Saturday night games. Huffy will be right here.
In on that one.
You're taking your vacation.
Got to go home for the holiday.
Turn around from the elbow. Missed it by Peters. Rebound Ross. And we'll be flying in from the Wisconsin game. Wisconsin and Marquette earlier Saturday afternoon. We'll be coming right from there.
You better hope for no double overtime or anything like that.
Well, if that's the case, here's Springborn slicing threw it off the bottom of the rim. Pope comes out of there with it. Pope all the way to the hole. Missed the shot. Drew the foul. Offensive foul, Kyle Pope.
And once again, that's Bartell. How many charges has he taken this season? He's been in there on a lot of them.
Well, you know, that's his role out there, man. He's proved it on the freshman level. You know, the competition on the freshman level, let's face it, it's not all that good.
Robbie took a spill on the other end. Looked like he landed on his hip or his lower back.
Freshman competition is not that good. He needs to prove it on the varsity level. And so far, doing those little things, Bartell has done a solid job. Inbound pass to Sprader, and Sprader was held. Hosell was holding him the whole way through. 1:39 to go, third quarter. Fond du Lac 34, Neenah 19. Saberlich, Sprader, Bartell, Ross, and Greshel, the five out there for the Cardinals. Sprader needs help in the backcourt. Got it off to Greshel. A little trouble. Greshel picks it up and then draws the double team and draws the double dribble.
And Matt lost the handle there in the backcourt, and there wasn't anybody around to help, and Lee had to get up there. And then bad news for the Cardinals, but they haven't had many turnovers tonight.
Minute 26 to go in the third quarter. This game is breezing along. Low scoring, just like the other night. Low scoring. Shot in the lane is good by Nick Backman. That brings Neenah within 13. Sprader up court to Bartell. Get it in there, Ross. He was there, and Bartell didn't get it to him. Saberlich in the front court for Fond du Lac. It's a pick by Greshel. Greshel rolls to the top. In low to Ross. Ross backs his way in, had it stripped away. Picked up by Neenah.
McCarthy just gets a hand in there around Eddie, and he knocks it away every time.
Peters out to Backman. Peters on top. Pope drives to the elbow. Throws the Backman. Peters again. Guarded by Sprader. McCarthy out. Drives. Flips it out. Pass stolen away by Sprader. Bad play by Pat McCarthy. Fond du Lac with 24 seconds left. They should work for one right here, and they will. Saberlich between the rings with 18 to shoot. Not unless you get a wide open hoop do you shoot in this situation. And you got to be right underneath. 9 seconds. Bartell, a drive, kicked it out to Sprader. 4. Let's see if they get a good one. Sprader, three-pointer, rimmed it out, tipped up, no, and that'll do it. The Cardinals didn't get the look that they want there. A 24-footer by Sprader, but nonetheless, Cardinals build on their lead. They led it by 10 at halftime, and they're up by 13 heading to the fourth quarter. It's Fond du Lac 34 and Neenah 21 on your do-it-all scoreboard. We're coming back after this timeout. This is Cardinal basketball on KFIZ.
Get off the bench and into the game with First Star Free Checking. Our team of financial experts will help you tackle all your banking needs. The First Star Free Checking game plan gives you no minimum balance requirements, no monthly maintenance fees, and your first order of checks is free. Rush into your local First Star office today to open your account. Serving Fond du Lac with 3 locations, Main Street, Mars Street, and North Fond du Lac. First Star, bank without boundaries. $100 minimum deposit required to open account. Overdraft protection and check return are not available with First Star Free. Member FDIC.
Ready to go for the fourth quarter. They got to put a fresh 8 up there. Now they do. I just like this new facility. You know, the old gym has got its romance and all that, but I love the new place.
Gotta like the new place. Gotta pack the place sometime. I can't wait till we can fill the house and see how loud this place gets, because the acoustics are really good where sound travels.
I was at the girls' game the other night. They played at the old gym. It was nice to be back there. Kellett misses the jumper. Rebound gets volleyballed out, and Lamps will jack the three and hit it.
Lamps was able to get that extra shot, and I thought they were going to get Hosell for coming up over the top, because he just crashed the boards and laid out about 3 Fondy Cardinals. That's Lamps' first bucket of the game.
Well, Neenah's not going to go away. They crawl to within 10. Greshel dribbles that out of the post and to the perimeter.
You just have to come out with the 10-point lead and play smart Fond du Lac basketball, good solid defense, and you should win this ball game, but you can't let up, because Neenah can run off points in a hurry if they have to.
Hosell fouls Sprader near midcourt on a reach-in. Fond du Lac out there with Sprader, Saberlich, Bartell, Greshel, and Ross. McCarthy, Kellett, Backman, Pope, and Lamps out there for the Rockets to start this fourth quarter. Sprader into the front court for Fond du Lac. Cardinals have a 10-point lead. Bartell with it on the wing. Drives, puts off an off-balance shot, offensive foul. Bartell maybe ill-advised at that point to drive in from the right side.
Trying to create maybe when there wasn't something to create there. That's where you just have to pull it out, and those are things you learn when you're on the basketball floor.
You know, this team, it's a learning experience for these guys who... Eddie Ross has really been the only primetime player from last year. You know, Greshel saw some minutes, but Eddie was really one of the only guys on this team to come back with legitimate experience from last year. McCarthy jacks the left wing three, rims it out. Rebound mid lane by Saberlich for Fond du Lac. That one just rattled through. I would have cut the lead down to 7. Springborn wheels it out to Sprader. Now Greshel. Greshel right of the lane. Off a pick, Saberlich. Left wing three. Saberlich bounced it out. Ball goes out to the perimeter where Springborn is able to get it.
That got knocked off of Kellett's leg.
Yeah, Neenah should have had that rebound. A long rebound. They could not negotiate it, and the Cardinals will have a reload. Greshel left wing. Greshel drives, had it stripped away. McCarthy did it again. Took it right away from Greshel.
His hands are just so strong, like we talked about, where he can pick it from pretty much anybody.
McCarthy drives, backs Eddie in, got Belly up in the air, and Eddie fouled McCarthy, and McCarthy scored the hoop. Ross the foul. He took it right to the big fella. Had Eddie off his feet there, and McCarthy drew the foul and got the harm and scored the basket. Timeout, Fond du Lac. We'll take a break. 6:06 to go. Cardinals still lead the game by 9. We're coming back after this timeout. This is Fond du Lac basketball on KFIZ.
Announcing the Keep America Rolling sales event. To keep America's economy rolling, General Motors and Bergstrom Chevy Cadillac Fond du Lac offer 0% financing on all new GM cars and trucks. This is a historic offer from GM, designed to let Americans support America's economy by doing business as usual. 0% financing on 2001 and 2002 cars, trucks, and vans at Bergstrom Chevrolet Cadillac, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac. 0% GM financing to approved credit on all 2001 and 2002 cars, trucks, and vans. The Keep America Rolling sales event. Get financing details at Bergstrom Chevrolet Cadillac, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
You get a great deal more. Just get the value that you're looking for. Bergstrom, where you get a great deal more.
He's one of those weird kind of players. He wrestles and he plays basketball. Basketball is first on the priority list. They actually have a wrestling meet tonight, and he had to miss it for this basketball game. Otherwise, there's only one other conflict this season that McCarthy will have to miss.
Well, I wish he would have wrestled.
Well, that's the way the priorities are going. I talked to Coach Anderson before the game, where he's going to play basketball if there's a conflict.
McCarthy makes the free throw, and it's a 7-point Fond du Lac lead. Springborn splits the defense. Down low, Saberlich. Saberlich off the glass. Missed the short one in the lane. And Neenah takes it out. Rockets can get a little closer. It was once a 14-point lead. It's down to 7. And both officials look at it, and it's going to be Neenah basketball after a deflection.
This is a little dangerous type area here. Neenah making a little run. They cut this lead to 7, and you don't want to give up a hoop or a couple more hoops, because then you have yourself a ball game where Fond du Lac's been pretty comfortably in front, that 8 to 10, 12-point margin the entire game. You give one up here, and then maybe you start worrying.
Springburn almost picked away the pass at the perimeter. Pope dashes in, missed the runner from the lane. Millage the rebound. 5:33 to go. Fond du Lac leading at 34-27.
Big offensive possession for the Cardinals. Want to make sure you get a good look and get the best chance at a hoop you can here.
Sprader with it left wing. Bounces one out to Springborn. Millage now with the ball. Mike Millage got it off to Sprader. Kellett on him. Now Greshel near midcourt. Cardinals playing away from the hoop. Millage over to Robbie Springborn. A head fake. 10-footer blocked away and out of bounds. McCarthy got the head fake on him, but then McCarthy retreated and blocked the shot away from Springborn.
Really like McCarthy. He's just a kid that's all over the floor and always seems to be involved in the play somewhere, whether it's on the offensive or the defensive end.
Inbound pass comes to Sprader. Right of the circle. Kellett on him. Millage has it left side. Looking down for Ross. Bounce piece. Feed low left for Ross. Kick it out right side. Springborn. And the Cardinals will bring it over back to the left side for Greshel. Greshel on top. Springborn. Now Millage right wing. Millage has got 7 tonight. Millage holding on. And a whistle. And a foul going to be on Neenah.
Wow.
On Mike Lamps. You know, when these two officials, when a whistle blows, you never know what it's going to be.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure what they're going to get there, and I didn't even see where that one was, but nonetheless, it's going to be the second foul on Lamps. Yeah, we were guessing. We were waiting. We could have gotten a 5-second call there. We could have gotten a travel. We don't know what.
I don't know what the heck that was. Sure didn't look like a foul from where I'm sitting. And I'm about 10 feet away from the court here. Midcourt. Greshel. There's a foul. Backman is all over him.
Tyler, what do you want?
Foul in the front court, 4:22 to go. And that is going to be the 7th team foul. It should be the 7th team foul, isn't it? Is the board right up there? Well, apparently it's a 6th-team foul. Next foul, Fond du Lac will be at the free throw line. Both teams apparently got 6 team fouls. That scoreboard up there is right. Millage tried to bounce it inside, but it was kicked away. Big offensive position for Fond du Lac.
Well,
they got to regroup here, and they got to start to. You know, they can't go into a hole right now.
They haven't scored yet.
Yeah, they haven't scored here in the 4th quarter.
Neenah's outscored them 6-zip.
Millage left wing. Millage drives in, and a push off on Neenah.
That's going to be on Lamps. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. Now we're shooting the bonus. Now it's important for Fond du Lac to knock down their free throws. Mike Millage this season from the free throw line, he is 0 for 0.
Yeah, he has not been to the line this year.
He's 1 for 2 today, though.
You're right. He shot earlier in the game. Millage free throw, good. He'll get another bonus. You know, I asked Coach today, I said, boy, you know, all the guys you're doing, going down to St. Louis and Chicago to see your kids play. Never slept better. Millage missed the 2nd one. Neenah comes down. Hosell takes an awful shot, missed the lane runner, and a whistle going to be on Neenah.
They're going to get. I think they're going to get McCarthy for crashing the glass right there. We're going to go the other way.
It's an 8-point game. Fond du Lac up by 8. Again, when these guys make the call, there's a big delay. It's just a, what is it? Who's the foul going to be on?
Well, that was one of those times I think Fond du Lac got caught, too, that kind of flat-footed there as Neenah got that rebound up the missed free throw. I think 5 of their guys beat Fond du Lac down the floor, and the shot was missed, and then crashing, they got McCarthy.
Coming into the game, Bartell is 5 of 6 in the free throw line, and he puts down the first one. He'll get another. Bartell's got 3 points. Could give Fond du Lac a 10-point lead with 4:06 to go if he makes this free throw. Bartell got them both. Lead back to 10 for Fond du Lac. here in the fourth quarter. Top of the key,
Both
Lance
closes on
hits
Tyler.
a
West both.
three-pointer from out front, and Neenah calls a timeout right after the 3 try. Cuts the Cardinal lead down to 7. Timeout on the court. We'll take this 30-second break. This is Fond du Lac basketball on News Talk 1450 KFIZ.
Minimum balance requirements, no monthly maintenance fees, and your first order of checks is free. Rush into your local First Star office today to open your account. Serving Fond du Lac with 3 locations, Main Street, Mars Street, and North Fond du Lac. First Star, bank without boundaries. $100 minimum deposit required to open account. Overdraft protection and check return are not available with First Star Free. Member FDIC.
Chuck Freeman and Wade Bates here at Fond du Lac High School. The girls have Neenah tomorrow night. That's a road game for Fond du Lac. Up at that field house up there. Cardinals inbound to Sprader, and he'll bring it up under pressure from Kellett.
That's got to get it across the line.
Does with a pass to Springborn. Springborn almost deflected and taken away. Kellett got a hand on it. Kellett runs the court along with Hosell, and
Tyler, what do you want?
a 5-point lead. Kellett has 9 now after a slow start. He had just 2 at halftime. He averages 19. 37-32. 3.5 minutes to go in the game. The Cardinal lead down to 5.
Well, now Neenah really overplaying, try to get something backdoor, and
well, it was out of bounds. Well, the baseline official looks at the far side official, who was nowhere in position to make that call, and he said, Fond du Lac basketball.
And, I think Fondy might have caught a break there as well. I think Sprader just dribbled that one out.
Sprader tied up on the sideline, and he gets the timeout.
They got a 30-second timeout. And Fond du Lac looks a little lost right here, Chuck, as Neenah's come out and really trapped, and there's people standing around, and that's where Matt got caught in the corner. No one came to the basketball, and they're just kind of lost all their momentum that they had and that intensity they had of people moving around on offense, and they just lost a little bit. And hopefully Coach can get them back on track.
Well, a full timeout. As they're saying, the girls are back in action. 3rd ranked in the state in the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel poll. Fond du Lac girls and Neenah. Boy, like I said, I had a chance to take that game in on Saturday night against Oshkosh West. What a game that was. Cardinals got up by 17 or 18 points. You think, oh, maybe they're going to blow out West. West came right back to take a 2-point lead. Rachel Diener was unbelievable in the first half. Finished with 31 points.
That was great. You know where I was Saturday night? At a play in Madison of a Christmas Carol.
Tilt down a little bit.
Well, nothing against that play.
But
That's
I'd
rather spend it on the Cardinals show.
Missed a great game. Perhaps the best game I've seen all year.
And hopefully, I haven't actually had a chance to check out the girls yet this year, but once the first of the year rolls around, we'll be over there.
Well, I'll tell you, the girls team, Doug Fowles doing such a great job. He's got other players involved in that team. There are some other players in that team who've really improved over the summer. I'll tell you what, I like Fond du Lac's chances at winning the FDA championship, man. Just the girls are just playing so well out there. Everybody knows their roles. Doug Fowles, definitely a great job with that team. Sprader lost the handle on the pass, and it'll be Fond du Lac basketball. He got away with one.
Well, I don't think anybody tipped that one right there at all, and Chris Kellett didn't like that one at all. And because Sprader, I think he tried to dish it, and he just lost it.
I really would rather have some of the corpses there.
Another break.
Let's shoot
Pressure
down
comes
there.
in for Bartell. Fond du Lac up by 5 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Millage runs off the screen, got it out front to Sprader. Works right side. Springborn. Millage again, and a reach-in foul. It's going to be on Lamps. He reached in and fouled Millage, and Millage will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws on the super bonus. Lamps has got 4 fouls.
Got to knock down your free throws. Millage so far today, 2 of 4. He has got 8 points. It's one of those games that scares you because Neenah's just been able to hang around.
First free throw is missed. Now, shouldn't he get 2 free throws now? I thought that was super bonus.
Not quite yet.
Well, apparently 9 fouls. So the free throw is missed. Neenah the ball. Down by 5 with 2:50 to go. Let's close it out here. Peters up front to McCarthy. Hosell a drive on Greshel. Greshel blocked it and drew the foul. Lee's looked like he got all ball there. I don't know about that call. Man alive, you know.
Yeah, that was real tight. I don't know if he called body or not. I didn't see So official, but it looked like Lee got that thing clean up top.
Third foul on Greshel. Ozell is going to shoot 2 free throws. First one up and falls through. He's got 8 points.
Well, we said nothing's going to be easy in the FBA this season, and he looked like maybe Fond du Lac was going to be able to cruise to this one after they got up the double-digit lead, but Neenah came right back.
Ozell puts that one in too. Fond du Lac's lead, which was once 14, is down to 3. Sprader got to get it across. He's at 3/4 court, got it up course, broken away by Lamps, and now Neenah can tie it with a 3. Cardinals have problems bringing it up court against Neenah's pressure. Ozell, deep far corner. Backing in Millich, runs into Ross, missed the shot, and a foul going to be on Fond du Lac's Millich. I think Dick needs a time here.
I think he's going to take a time here.
Yep, he's signaling for a timeout over there. Ozell will go to the free throw line, shooting 2. And we'll take a break. 2:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Doesn't come easy. 37-34. Fond du Lac by 3. We're coming back after this timeout. This is Cardinal basketball on KFIZ.
Fourth down, 3 yards to go. 2 minutes left. One checking account is all you need to win the game. With First Star Free Checking, we make banking as easy as 1, 2, 3. There's no minimum balance requirement, no monthly fees, and your first order of checks is absolutely free. So break out of the huddle, rush into your First Star office, and score big with First Star Free. Serving Fond du Lac with 3 locations, Main Street, Mars Street, and North Fond du Lac. First Star, bank without boundaries. $100 minimum deposit required to open account. Overdraft protection and check return are not available with First Star Free. Member FDIC.
Back at Fond du Lac High School. Fond du Lac trying to protect their lead. Offense has been tough to come by tonight, especially here in the second half. Fond du Lac leads 37-34, but Neenah at the free throw line.
And Fond du Lac has not scored a field goal in the fourth quarter. Their only points came on free throws there, 3 of 5 from the stripe. Meanwhile, Neenah has outscored Fond du Lac 13-3. Neenah's got a couple of 3-pointers from Lamps. Kellett has a hoop, and McCarthy has a hoop, and they're 3 of 3 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter.
Ozell's a 68% free throw shooter coming in for the Rockets. He's got 10 points tonight, and he'll step to the stripe. And a 2-shot foul. He put the first one off the front of the iron. And checking in for Fond du Lac, Bartel will come in for Millich. Fond du Lac out there with Springborn, Saberlick. No, correct it. It's Springborn, Sprader, Bartel, Ross, and Greshel. Second free throw is good. It's a 2-point lead. Neenah showing full court press. The pressure is starting to make Fond du Lac unravel here in the second half. And Sprader, the offensive foul. Pope takes the charge in the backcourt, and Neenah can tie it up here.
Well, that's one of those places you don't want to inbound the pass one more time. Matt picked that thing up right in the corner, and then the sideline turns into 2 other defenders, and Matt got trapped in the corner, and no one was there to help. And Fond du Lac just not handling this pressure very well at all. A lot of standing around and people not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And Lamps comes back in for Neenah. He's got it on top of the key, brings it over Kellett. Kellett tries to take over. He drives, shoots, blocked away, picked up by Kellett in the lane, and that should be an inadvertent whistle. Jump ball. Boy, that official blew the whistle, but he blew it sort of half-heartedly. That was not a strong, I hate to sound like I'm blowing the whistle on these officials, but man alive, that was not a, when you're an official, blow the whistle, blow the whistle.
Yeah, they've never really been allowed to let anybody really get in a flow of this ball game.
So Fond du Lac will have it on the alternate possession. Bartel gets it into Springborn. Robbie bringing it up. Springborn slices through the competition. Got it off to Ross. Through Ross's hands and out of bounds.
And they had, Springborn did a great thing there by being, he was able to dribble through the pressure, and he had Eddie all alone underneath. And Eddie just, once again, couldn't handle the ball down low. Nice, Springborn gave it to him, maybe a little bit low, but you can't turn the ball over like that.
1:52 to go. Neenah down by 2. They have the ball. Coming down to the wire again. McCarthy drives, shoots, left it off the front of the rim. Ross the rebound, and a foul on McCarthy as Ross will go to the line. He'll have 2 shots now. It's the super bonus.
Well, Eddie's going to go, and you have to knock these free throws down, like you said. And Fondy still hasn't had a field goal this quarter. If they hold on to this to win this one, they're going to be very, very fortunate.
Well, McCarthy had a good look at
and
it.
You know what? I don't think Eddie's going to be shooting. I thought they were going to give Eddie the shots, but Sprader's going to the line.
Well, that's better yet. Nothing against Eddie. But Sprader, 67% free throw shooter, but overall, Sprader the better free throw shooter, and Sprader puts in the first one.
Sprader's got 6 today, a 3 in the first half in the second quarter, and he had a 2-point bucket in the third quarter, now a free throw.
Eddie coming into this game, Ross, a 59% free throw shooter.
Eddie's
shot the
been
most free throws of anybody on the team, but you know, Sprader is your guy. You want Sprader at the free throw line in this situation, and he hits both free throws. Sprader gives Fond du Lac a 4-point lead with 1:41 to go. Got it.
Oh, you got the coaches to stay there.
McCarthy maybe traveled to the front court, no call. Peters bounce pass to the post to Hosell. Hosell works his way in, and he walked. He walked.
Yeah, Hosell he took a little time in the paint after he got the ball and tried to feel where the defender was, and when he decided to make his move, he slid his foot. I just have to take care of the basketball.
Sprader, 3/4 court. Got it off to Bartell. Got to get it over the line. They do to Springborn with 1:21 to go. Bartell, and he was fouled by Lamps. Will send Sean Bartell to the free throw line.
You know, the Cardinals could end up going this whole quarter without making a bucket here if Neenah starts to foul.
Well, Sean Bartell at the free throw line. And Sean, this year, 5 of 6 coming in, 83%. And for tonight, he's 2 of 2. Bartell threw the first one off the back of the iron.
I think he rushed that one a little bit.
Going to loss against Appleton North. They're 2 of 9 for the free throw line. That's certainly not going to cut it. Bartell with another look. And he got that one. Fond du Lac increases out to a 5-point lead with 1:17. Got to hold it here. Pope, right wing. Pope out front. Peters jacks the 3 and hits it from the top of the key. And Neenah calls a timeout. They draw it on the Peters 3 from straight on.
Well, they overloaded the one side of the floor. They brought Peters on the weak side off of a screen, just came up behind everybody and was able to square up at the top of the key, and Peters knocked it down. That was his first bucket of the ball game.
Well, if he misses that, ifs again, he misses that and get the rebound, you're feeling a little bit better about yourselves, up by 5. But now Neenah puts on the full court pressure again after the timeout, with Fond du Lac holding on to that 2-point lead.
And you have to feel shaky again, the way that Fond du Lac struggled to get that ball up the floor. But the last few times when they've just handed it off to Robbie and let Robbie dribble it up the floor, he's done a nice job of putting the head down and getting it across the timeline.
You got to be able to finish it off from the free throw line as well. You're right, they're probably going to go the whole quarter without a field goal unless they get one.
Well, only being down 2, I don't think Neenah's going to try to foul here. They're probably going to try to play good defense because they've been able to tip some balls here in the fourth quarter and force some turnovers, and that's what they're going to do. I would say I wouldn't foul unless it gets down late, because it's only 1 possession game now. And with Fond du Lac being such a young team with some young guards out, they'll have to wait to see who Coach Neenah comes out with. Sometimes, you can make a mistake late in the ball game.
Sprader.
I can't use your shot
Greshel,
on the game. Okay, you understand that?
105
you have
to go.
a reverse angle. I know you don't understand what that means, but
Bartell looking. He finally got it in, and he threw it over the head of Sprader.
That was one of those times where I think Bartell just got a little rush there. And he and Sprader misconnected there in what they were thinking, and now Fond du Lac's got to D it up here. 1:05 to go.
McCarthy inbounds to Hosell. Neenah a chance to tie it. They've had a couple of chances to tie it. Fond du Lac had a 5-point lead. Peters hit the 3, and they just forced the turnover.
Well, you don't want to give up a 3-point shot here, a 3-point play.
McCarthy, Ross on him on the perimeter, off a screen. Here's Pope. Got it out to Hosell, 45 seconds to go. Would they wind it all the way down, looking for one?
The way that Fond du Lac struggled in offense, you almost feel better with Neenah chewing clock away. here because it's less
Up on
time.
side.
Fond du Lac's going to turn it over where if you don't give up a 3-point shot.
Target me on the
And
clock.
a foul on a screen. They got Ross.
Target me on the clock. Don't
Peters
see him, man.
will send Peters to the free throw line for a 2-shot super bonus foul.
Yeah,
Eddie
you hang there for
tie
now.
up.
Eddie was just trying to fight his way through a screen right there.
So 2 shots coming up. Peters coming into the game is 7 of 9 from the free throw line and a timeout. Cardinals lead it by 2, 40-39. Led by as much as 14. Neenah, their last lead was in the first half.
Was that early in the first half?
6-5 or something like
And
that.
Fond du Lac went on that nice run, and here Fond du Lac's just once again almost saying, here's your chance to win the basketball game, as they just haven't been able to get anything going offensively. They even really gotten into their offensive set here in the fourth quarter. The pressure that Neenah's put on has really hounded the Fond du Lac guards. They just struggled to even get the ball inbounds. It's almost like when Bartelt was waiting to inbound that pass, the breaks weren't crisp and hard to separate and to get free to the basketball.
At this point, Fond du Lac has nobody who really could just explode by a defender.
No, and that's where in the years past you've had a Travis Diener, whether it be like a Mark Simon or somebody like that at the point guard, a Corey Higgins, or you can just clear out and say go and take it up the floor. Yeah, this year they don't have it. It's going to have to be a team thing, and you have to just take care of the basketball and not turn it over.
Our next broadcast coming up Saturday night. Fond du Lac takes on Kaukauna. We'll have it 7:30 right here at Fond du Lac High School. And, of course, you catch this game on TV on Friday night, 6 o'clock on Charter Communications.
Okay.
Cardinals coming back with Greshel, Sprader, Ross, Bartell, and Springborn. And Peters will be at the free throw line.
We're also stepping into the East Central Flyway Lakes Division tomorrow night as well.
That's
Laconia going on the road for a game with the Winneconne.
Tony hasn't played since losing last Thursday night to Marquezan.
I'm sure
Winneconne, Lucky thinks Winneconne is going to be in the conference race.
Well, they were able to take care of Marquezan earlier in the year. Then I know they dropped their last game after that, their next game after that, though, last weekend. So, yeah, should be a good one. Our first trip to Winneconne. Huffy will be in for that one.
And just don't ask me how to get there.
I know where Winneconne is, but I don't know where the high school is. So, when you go to a football game in a city you're not familiar with, you can just look for the lights. For basketball, it's not quite that easy.
Yeah, that's how I found Kewaskum.
Look for the lights.
Just look for the lights.
And you just keep driving towards the light.
All right, 32.7 seconds to go. And Peters to the free throw line. He's 7 of 9 coming into this game from the line. And tonight, he has got 3 points. Has not been to the free throw line. Peters, 2-shot foul, got the first. Looking to tie it here. If he misses, got it boxed out. Peters with another stroke for Neenah. Extends, then rattles it in. We're tied at 40. Neenah puts the full court pressure on. We're going down to the wire. Cardinals will bring it up court, and Sprader breaks the pressure. Fond du Lac will sit for one, call a timeout after Sprader got half of the battle by bringing it up over half court, and not getting it taken away.
Yeah, that was the important thing, getting the ball inbounds there, and Matt got it, and he was able to get it across the timeline there, and it's a 30-second timeout. Now, obviously, you hold for one. Hopefully you get back in the flow of your offense there and win another one at the horn like last week. You just don't want to turn the ball over and give up a quick hoop the other way.
Of course, it was Eddie Ross who hit the game-winning shot.
I need you on the clock
against
center.
Oshkosh West with 6 seconds to go. Tied it with his hoop in the lane. He drew the foul, made the free throw. Fond du Lac by 1. Game over. Fond du Lac has been outscored 19-6 here in the fourth quarter. Have not made a basket.
Fond du Lac just 6 of 9 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. That's it. Neenah in the fourth quarter has knocked down 6 of 7. They've hit 3 3-pointers.
Well, let's see if Fond du Lac can save that first basket of the corner for the closing seconds. 27 seconds to go. Bartell to inbound. Bartell into the backcourt to Springborn. Springborn got to be strong with the basketball. He'll bring it up with Peters on him. Got it to Sprader. Sprader into the front court with 20 seconds. Now Saberlich holding with 17. Up front, Springborn sees 14 on the clock. Springborn between the rings with 11. We're tied at 40. We're coming right down to the wire. Springborn turns in the lane, shoots, and is fouled as he drives to the hole with 7 seconds left. Robbie Springborn shoots a 2-shot foul.
Well, they ran the same play they ran against Oshkosh West, I believe, Chuck, the 5 flat play. They spread it out, let Robbie drive. This time he was fouled, and imperative that Robbie knocks down both of them. Here were 7 seconds left because you don't want to give Neenah a chance to get a good look. Springborn from the line this season, just 1 of 2.
Biggest free throws of his varsity career, no doubt it, and biggest free throws of his career period coming up here after the timeout. Neenah expends another timeout. 40-40, Fond du Lac and Neenah with 7.1 seconds to go.
It's imperative if he makes or misses these free throws, you have to make sure you get back on defense. You don't want to, you put the ball in a guy like Pope's hands or Neenah if they clear it out and give it to Kellett. You don't want him to be able to slash down to the basket. Last week against Oshkosh West, once West inbounded the ball, Levin was able to get it. Levin went right to the hole as the Cardinals, I think, got caught looking at the clock and watching to see the time walk off, and Levin just overlaid because he got a good look in the lane last week and just banked it too hard off the backboard. You don't want to do that here, regardless if you're up by 2-1 or you're tied. You want to make sure you come back and play good defense and make sure you get a hand in the face and not give up a layup, and you probably don't want to foul. But
well, either way, if he makes both free throws, you can't give up. I mean, especially a 3 wins it for Neenah.
Yep.
But Robbie's got to hit at least 1 here.
Confidence in Robbie that he's going to knock them both down.
Robbie Springborn, whose dad has been a longtime assistant with Fond du Lac. Springborn had a great summer.
I always like hearing Roger Springborn's voice on the Surefire ads on KFIZ.
I asked him if he got any royalties off that to pay for Christmas. He just laughed, so I assume not. Springborn, no doubt the quickest kid on this team.
Well, Neenah's got 1 timeout left. Fond du Lac is out of timeouts, Chuck.
Ross, Greshel, Springborn, Sprader, and Bartell out there for Fond du Lac. And Robbie will shoot 2 right here. Springborn with the crowd getting riled up on Neenah's side. Puts up the first one and rimmed it out.
That was 3/4 down and a little bit short, and then it popped out. Neenah's going to have a chance.
Springborn again.
Boy, you like to make that first one, takes the pressure off the second one. Now it's even bigger for Robbie.
Now, if you miss it, you can't go over their back. Springborn again. Cardinals take the lead. Springborn hit it. Now to D it up. Pope brings it across midcourt with 4, and he calls timeout with 4.5 seconds to go. Their last timeout, 4.5 seconds to go. Fond du Lac takes the 41-40 lead as Springborn splits the free throws.
And he made 1 of 2, so at least he had the lead here. But now you talk about what Neenah's going to do. Obviously, you have Chris Kellett. He's a slasher type guy. Coach Anderson has a couple of options. You may want to just give it to Kellett and say clear out and take it to the hole. But then if he does that, he draws some defense. And you have the guys on the outside, guys like, Pope can knock down the shot. You have Lamps who can hit the shot. Peters is shown in the 4th quarter. He knocked down a 3. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. But I'd put the ball in the hands of your best player, Kellett, and either let him create, draw a foul, or dish off to Lamps or Peters on the weak side or one of the sides to take the shot.
I think Kellett's going to be the man here. I think he's going to get the ball.
And you have to make sure you don't overplay, though, and end up giving up a backdoor play to the hoop. Give up the bucket at the horn. You don't want to give up a layup. If somebody's got a layup, you might as well just hammer him and make him win it at the line.
I got a feeling anything that slashes to the hole and there's a little bit of contact, we're going to see a foul called.
I think so, too, and you have to make sure that the person does not get the shot off if you're going to foul.
All right, both teams breaking the huddle. Fond du Lac with Ross, Bartell, Sprader, Springborn, and Greshel, the same 5 that's been out there for the last couple of minutes, with the exception of a few defensive changes.
In the ideal situation, you steal the inbounds pass and you go home.
Pope inbounds near the scorer's table for Neenah. Fond du Lac up by 1. Neenah to bring it in.
They have Eddie on the basketball.
Official's going to tell the Fond du Lac players they must take a seat. And here we go. Pope to bring it in. Eddie Ross right in front of Pope. Inbound pass comes to Hosell. Hosell leans in, puts it off the front of the rim. Rebound, Greshel, and the Cardinals win it. They win another one in the end. Cardinals do it again. And just like Oshkosh West the other night, the opponent did not get a very good look in the end. I didn't think they did the other night, and Hosell slammed it off the rim here.
And Hosell got it, and Fond du Lac did a good thing there. They kind of got up and got a body on Hosell. I couldn't quite see who it was, but he turned and kind of had to force one up, and he left it off the front iron, and Fond du Lac crashed the boards, and they escaped with another victory tonight. You got to like it.
All right, we'll come back and talk about this after this timeout. The postgame show is next. All the highlights and all the scoring. Fond du Lac stays in a first-place tie. There was a 5-way tie coming in tonight. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more coming up next. Cardinals win at 41-40 over Neenah. This is Fond du Lac basketball on KFIZ.
Woods Floral has